Hello, everyone. All right. Are you ready for another 15-minute mission? Remember, this is done podcast style, so there is no picture. If you're not ready for the mission, please feel free to use this for your 15 minutes of decluttering. And if you don't want to hear me talk for the next 15 minutes, set a timer and set your own music. Here we go and start. All right. Today in the kitchen, we're going to talk about the countertops. Yeah, we're going to scrub them countertops. Now, I gave you my recipe for a scouring powder, which was the salt, the borax, and the baking soda. You can use that. You can use your all-purpose cleaner. You can use your kitchen cleaner. You can use anything that you have on hand. But we're not just going to wipe them down. We're actually going to scrub them. So, start on your right side of your counters and take everything off. If you don't use something every 3 days, in my opinion, it should have a home somewhere else. So, you're going to take everything off and you're going to scrub them down. Now, as you start putting stuff back on them, look at what you're putting back on. Does it need to be there? Can you find a better home for it to where it's not going to take up your counter space? Remember the flat surface rule. The more that they are flat, the better they look, the cleaner the area looks. So, yes, I did. Thank you. Okay. So really, really, really look at what you're putting back on your counters. Does it bring you joy? Is it useful? Is it a one-trick pony, but it's a one-trick pony you have to have? Is it a one-trick pony that you don't have to have? Really look at your counter space as you're putting it back up, because we only have a limited amount of counter space, and the kitchen, we tend to use it. So, as you're scrubbing down the right side of your counters and you're putting the stuff back, there you go. Now let's look to the left side of your sink. Clear everything off the counter. Repeat the process. Scrub it down. Get the oil, the residue, the breadcrumbs, everything like that. Get it off. And then as you start putting stuff back, once again, does this bring me joy? Do I use it? If I don't use it every 3 days, when was the last time I did use it? If you can't answer that, maybe it's time that it found a home where it would get used. All right? Now, we go to the right side of the kitchen. Do you have any counters there? If yes, you're going to read once again. Ooh, cool. Cool. Yay, go Bears. Okay. All right. Take care of the counters, pull everything off, and then scrub it down. Start putting everything back. Do you use it? Do you love it? Can it be somewhere else that maybe helps you out a little bit better? Shelving you can also use here. I got sick of all my coffee cups being on the shelf. Therefore, they're now hanging up underneath my shelves and on the wall. I will also take the time as I'm pulling the stuff off to then wipe it down. Use the soapy water, use whatever, wipe the stuff down. I have my canisters on the shelf that have my flour and sugar and everything else like that. No, I don't keep them on my counters because I don't have enough counter space. I actually wanted to put my microwave on one of the counters, but I didn't like the way it looked, so it didn't go there. Then after we do the right side of the kitchen, let's go directly behind you, behind the sink. Any counter spaces there? If there are, we're going to take everything off, and then we're going to scrub it down, and we're going to start putting stuff back. Do we love it? Do we use it? Does it have a purpose? Could it be used better somewhere else? Answer that. Keep moving on to the final right side of your kitchen. As we've worked now clockwise around your kitchen, you are on the last wall of your kitchen. No, you might not be there yet, but that's fine. Scrub it down, pull everything off, scrub it down, start putting stuff back. Do I love it? Do I use it? Does it make me happy? Does it need to be in my kitchen? Should it be put away in my kitchen? All right. If you've got an island, then go to that. As you're looking at your island, think about what's in your island. Do you use it? Is it a mess? Do you need to straighten it up? If you do, take a couple minutes and go for it. Scrub that countertop really, really well. After the island, if you've got other places, maybe you've got a breakfast nook, maybe you have whatever. You're looking at your flat surfaces in your kitchen right now that you want to clear off, you want to scrub, you want to make look better, you want to feel better about the kitchen. I know a lot of people who don't like cooking, and it's honestly got nothing to do with the cooking part. It's got the fact that they can't handle their kitchen. It's not organized. Things aren't accessible. Things aren't where you need it to be in order for them to actually get used. So the way we fix that is by rearranging our kitchen. I have thought a couple times about rearranging my kitchen, but the problem is everything is where I need it and where it works the best. Therefore, my kitchen doesn't get organized. And I realize that's really, really bad feng shui because you should organize things at least every 6 months. But my house is set up the way that I like it, and therefore it's going to stay that way. Also, do you have any, like a potato onion holder or something like that? Take a look at those in your kitchen. Do you have shelves that have spices in your kitchen? I had, in my first home that I had with my ex-husband, I had a ironing board that came out from the wall. Well, when I went to my first home with Juan, they had the same basic principle, right? It was a hidden cupboard in the wall, and by the size of it, it used to be for an ironing board, but they had transformed it into a spice closet. I thought that was genius. However, it was nowhere near any counters. What good does that do me? Why do I want to have to walk from one side of my kitchen to the other every single time that I need to cook something? Ridiculous. Didn't like it. Didn't use it. Ended up putting other things in there. Oh, I think I put my overfull of spices in there. That was a long time ago. So, but as you're working through, and I mean, really look at how your counters look with nothing on it. I always just love seeing them with nothing on it and how nice that looks. Because it is a breath of fresh air and it is so cool. Let's see, what else? So let's see. We've done the ceilings and the walls. We've done the cabinet fronts. We've done the refrigerator. Now we're doing the counters. Have you figured out what we're doing yet? It was said in the email at the beginning of the week. If you subscribe to FlyLady's emails, we're working top down. Now there's a podcast that's either out or coming out where I talk about how I work top down. Because dirt falls down. Dust, even though when you kick it up, it goes up, it eventually comes down. Law of gravity. So working top down helps you take care of things. It also lets you know where you are. It lets you know where you need to go. When it comes to working on cabinets, I do the same thing. I go top down. Top down, left to right. That is how I clean absolutely everything in my home. I am always working top down and clockwise because my brain functions the best that way. And I don't know, I've just always done it that way, so I always will because I have yet to find a better system. Let's see who this is. It's Daddy. Hello. Hi, how are you? Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Here is Lip. Huh? You have a duck in the warehouse? Like, duck? Huh? A real one. Oh my goodness. Okay, little man wants to talk to you. Here he is. All right, I'm back. I cannot leave him hanging. Not my sweetie. Not my baby. Um, okay, so we're working on our counters. We're looking at how they look with nothing on them. Ever since I actually redid my spices, and they're now all in the same jar, and they only take up one row on the counters. I love the way it looks instead of having a second row in front of them because they didn't stand very well when they were the 1 cup jars. Um, or the half a cup jars. I absolutely love this. So, um, we already took care of the windowsills. If you have a shelf by the windowsill, also take a look at that. Does that have stuff that you absolutely love on it? The kitchen is the hearth of the home, okay? That is where the heat used to be, everything used to be. The kitchen is honestly so important. And I don't say that just because I love to cook. It really, I mean, that's where you get your food. That's where you get your sustenance. That's where conversations happen around the dinner table. That's, where memories can happen with the kids, and when your kitchen is functional, and when your kitchen is fun, and when you don't have to worry about moving 20 different things to get to something. Dad needs me? Okay, you've got 2 minutes left. I'm going to let you go and have a great day. Bye.